Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've recorded, and also I chopped off all my hair. You can't really see with this shirt, which is from Into the AM. I'll try to remember to put the link down below. They're so cozy. But yeah, I chopped it all off because I thought it would be a good idea, and I was right. I realized that I'm a mess and I don't remember how to play. Where's the gas? There we go. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. It has been... Oh, we're gonna hit that. Why? Why are they parked so close? It has been a hot minute and a half since I have done any driving. As you may know... How do I get out of here? You know what? This is probably what we're going to need to do to figure this out. As you may know, I typically, for anything, do a lot of batch recording. And so that's what I do with ATS as well. And specifically, I recorded a decent amount of ATS. And then I was having so much fun when I was... Is this a gate? I think it's a gate. Yeah, okay. And then I was having so much fun when I edited the ATS and European Truck Sim content. I almost hit that. Van, that I was like, I need to play more. So I played like four weeks worth, so like 4 things. And then I edited that. And then I was like, oh, that was so much fun. And then I played like another 3 or 4 weeks. But we are back now. Happy New Year. Although you will have seen a couple videos from me for ATS specifically since the new year. This is the first one I'm recording in the new year. It is the 6th of January. And I am so optimistic. Yay, we discovered a new place. That's why I took this. I haven't even told you where we're going. We're going from Fresno to San Diego with some nuts. But I specifically picked this one so we could discover her on. But anyways, 2025 was a year. It was a year of transition and change and all sorts of things. And then if we like rolled it back, the like year and a half before with all the visa stuff and everything was a time. And so I really like... I am a hopelessly optimistic person. Like, I can literally be sobbing my brains out and be like, yeah, optimism. And I really believed that I was going to finish... I was going to move down here, and then within a month, I would be fully unpacked. And not only fully unpacked, but fully settled and everything would be fine. LOL. Your girl got super depressed. She struggled a lot. I felt like I was crying like every day sometimes. Multiple times a day. It was a whole thing. We started to like celebrate like months where I only cried a few times versus whatnot. And I will say too, it's been almost a year and I still have like 1 box that I haven't unpacked, which I think is like, it's illegal to unpack that box before it's been a year because I feel like everybody has one of those boxes. But overall, oh shoot, we're going like really fast for this. Overall, I'm feeling a lot more settled, which is really nice. Less stressed across the board. And I feel like I'm in a schedule. Are we so stinking stupid busy? That is just ridiculous. Absolutely. Do I feel overwhelmed by a lot of the like mom stuff that I'm doing now on a regular basis? Also, yes, but I'm trying to focus on things that like spark joy and bring me joy in terms of things that I'm doing. And so I got... Oh, there's an accident. As you may know, I got into sourdough making in... November of last year, and we just go faster. It's fine. And I'm happy to report that John Doe, which is my sourdough starter, is doing fantastically well. I have gone from just baking the ball sourdough to making like loaves of bread, like in a loaf pan, which is great for like making sandwiches and stuff. So that's been good. I also want to start to like go out into like English muffins and bagels, and I also found a recipe for... I should pick a lane. I also found a recipe for oatmeal chocolate chip or oatmeal. I think they're oatmeal raisin, but oatmeal cookies that are sourdough based, which I think is really cool because sourdough is good for your gut, and all that kind of stuff. So I've been doing a lot of that and like a little bit more baking. I love baking, but as someone who doesn't actually eat baking besides bread, really, I just haven't really had people to like bake for. So now I'm like kind of focusing on that. So I've been making like little mini muffins because we have a mini muffin tray that we got, I think, for like egg bites initially. But I love making egg bites and mini muffins. And so the other day, man, I locked in. I made breakfast burritos that could be frozen. And I made egg bites and I made muffins. And I think I also baked some sourdough, and like, it's so good. And the muffin recipes that I found now, I can do them in like 30 minutes from like start to finish, which is so nice. I've also been sewing a lot more. I've been making a lot of pouches, practicing with my zippers. And I'm actually currently working on, I'm making like flat pouches, right? So like pencil pouches and like that kind of stuff, and like trying different sizes of those. But yesterday, I guess technically, I started working on, it's like called a boxy bag, so it's gonna look more like a square, like, or a rectangle box when you make it. So I started working on that yesterday. I did all the cutting and I quilted the outer fabric. I also realized that the fabric that I used has a one-way print on it, which means that on one side of this boxy bag, these cows and these castles are going to be upside down. It's fine. It's a test bag. I'm figuring out what I'm doing. But so I did that, and then yesterday, and then today, I actually, it's got a zipper on the inside, and if I've ever done a flat zipper, it's been a long time. I mean, like, I've done them in clothes in the past, but I mean, like, a pouch flat zipper. Do you think he's going to get mad at me because I'm speeding? It's fine. And so I did that today, and there's like a pouch on the inside, so I had to like sew it together and then like cut the like slot and then like shove the what's going to be the inside of the pocket in, and then sew the zipper on. That's gone pretty well. I have to sew the bag shut, or the pocket shut now. And then the next step, I think, is we're starting assembly, which I would say like 90%. I've read the instructions a few times, like 90% of it I'm good with. There's just like a few questions I have. They have a video too though, so I'm not too concerned. So I'm really excited to work on that, and I'm really enjoying being creative in those ways. There's other things I want to work on. Like I want to get back into writing. I was like, we're in Kansas now, and then I remember that we're very firmly in California. So anyways, it's just a billboard. I want to get back into writing again, and I want to get back into learning Japanese. But I will say, one of the really cool things, I'm not doing invoicing anymore for the resort that I used to work at, which kind of sucks because like every couple months I'd make like $200, which is nice. But it's so nice to not do that anymore because I had such a high level of anxiety regarding that, and more specifically finding time to work that in my schedule to do it. So now that I don't have to do it, it is so nice. And it just, every time I think about the fact that I don't have to do it, I'm like so relieved. It's like taken such a weight in terms of like mental and like time constraints off of me. I've been obviously doing on stream on Twitch, I've been doing co-working streams on Sunday typically, so that's when I would do it. But if anything in my schedule changed and I wasn't doing a co-working stream that week, it became a problem. I wonder if I can zoom past before merging happens. Oh yeah, we got so much room. So yeah, it's just been so nice. Oh, we're merging into this. It's just been so nice to not have to worry about that anymore. And I'm a big fan of that lack of stress. Again, the lack of money will kind of suck, but this is the year where hopefully I get my work visa and I can do the work thing. I've been still volunteering, which I enjoy, although I'm the Saturday donation duty girly. So on Saturdays I go in and I sort them books that come in, and I sort the books in the categories and stuff. And then the person that normally does it on Tuesday, she had to go get like a hip replacement or something, elbow. I don't know. She had surgery. And as a result, she obviously couldn't do the donation duty shift. So I've been covering for her, but they said it was only going to be like 6 to 8 weeks. And I think I started doing this in November. So I think we're like at the 8 weeks now. So I think I need to reach out and be like, hey, do you know when this person's coming back or if they're coming back? Because as much as like, I don't mind doing it, I kind of like just having my one set shift and then just helping when I feel comfortable and okay with that. They had me in the store and then they asked me if I could do it for a month and I said yeah, and then they put me on schedule for the entire following month and I'm like no, not okay. So that's where I'm at there. So I'm really ready to just like shed that one off because there's stuff that I'm definitely falling behind on that I feel like personal things, like my stream journal on Twitch. Haven't done that for 2-3 weeks. Haven't done it since Frogmas. I think like the 12th of December was the last time I've done it. I've been like taking pictures and stuff so I can do it and like all the follows and all that kind of stuff, but it's a mess. So yeah, I've been catching up on other things though, which has been nice. It's been a slow process, but I think that would really help. And like in a couple months, Azurite's work schedule is changing, and that will impact me in very real ways because instead of getting off at 6:30 or 6 in the morning, he will be getting off at like 8 in the morning or something like that. And the littles start school at 8 or maybe just before. I'm not exactly sure when. I'll have to figure this out because I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm going to have to be the one getting them up in the morning, getting them to school in short order here. So that's going to change things. Plus, instead of working 3 days a week, he's going to be working 4 days a week or 4 nights a week. So that's also, I'm going to have to cut back on streaming at night because I don't think it's fair to the littles or to Azurite's mom to then have to, you know, for them not to have like, yeah, like having like grandma is great, but like I know also like they enjoy having a parental figure there. So instead of, you know, 3 nights a week, they've got nanners dealing with them and helping them out and stuff. It's like I'm gonna cut one back. I'm not sure which one it's gonna be, but I'm gonna cut it back. But I also think to that end, something I want to work on, because in the mornings anyways, I am doing I'm gonna get in this lane. I'm oftentimes doing crafting and baking and all that kind of stuff. And so what I want to do is I want to start doing at least one during the day co-working stream. So it's like I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be crafting and we're gonna have music going on and like it's not gonna be anything exciting. I'm probably gonna be in my pajamas. But like might as well, like if I can body double for people, like why not? So lots of changes that are coming up soon. And like here's the thing is like when I first was thinking about this idea, it was before we knew when the change was going to happen, right? And so I figured, well, San Diego's where we're going. I'm like, well, I get up at like 11 every day and I could easily do this from like 11 to 1:30 or 2, you know, and it's only a couple hours, but at least it's something. But if I'm getting up to bring the littles to school, like I could do it from like 9 in the morning until whenever like I have to go to pick them up, or whenever like Azurite picks them up and brings them home, or if I have to go to volunteer. So I think that might be my goal. But like, so like say we're spitballing here. Okay. So say I'm thinking like getting rid of the Monday night stream, I think might be what makes the most sense. And like the thing is too, is like, because Azurite's schedule is changing, he'll actually be going into, I gotta go this way. He'll actually be going into work. Oh my God, I was speeding. Oh shoot, this is like real bad. He'll actually be going into work later at night, so he'll actually be around when the littles go to sleep. So like that's actually makes me feel better about things on like the nights when I am going to stream. But But and like I'll be around obviously, but their grandma will be around if anything is needed. But anyway, so I was thinking like I still stream Sunday and I do like a co-working stream on Sunday nights, or we switch it to games, but like have that option because I know it's very helpful for people. Like for me personally, I like to use my Saturdays and my Sundays, but specifically my Sundays to get ready for the week to come. Like get things set up, get organized, set up my agenda, plan what's coming up, right? So I think that's still helpful, unless obviously like I want to add a game in. Then I get rid of the Monday night stream, but Monday morning I do a co-working stream in the morning, and Tuesday morning I do a co-working stream in the morning. Wednesday I bring the littles to school, and then I come home and I go back to sleep. And then Wednesday night I stream, Thursday nothing, and then Friday regular nighttime stream, right? Like that could work, because then that would technically be why did I get error there? Because that would technically be 5 streams a week instead of 4. Just 2 would be during the day. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, obviously we'll have to see, but like I feel like it makes the most sense in my brain to have Sunday night be co-working, because then like usually I'm finished by like 12:30 typically, unless like I'm really in a groove and I have a pommo, I'm like, let's go. But of course the next day, we're co-working, then it's not as serious for me. So like I feel like that could work, to have that, so I won't be super exhausted, because I can like go to sleep and still get like 7 hours, well probably like 6 hours of sleep, get up, do my thing, don't have anything Monday night, so I can go to sleep earlier. And same with Tuesday morning then, and then Tuesday night. And then because I do stream Wednesday night, it wouldn't be the worst idea to, after I bring the littles to school, to come home and do some more sleeping. Of course, who knows? Maybe I'll just like adjust and it'll be fine. But we will see how things go. But also to that end too, with Azurite's schedule and my volunteering on the Tuesday, that's not actually my shift, I want to move away from that, because I can go and I can walk and I can pick up the littles. I've done it before. Obviously I'll be doing it to drop them off, and so because he'll be getting off later, getting more sleep. Of course he could like we could put the littles to bed and then he would have like a nap at night and that would be okay too. But yeah, it's going to be a huge change for sure. The littles are pretty excited about the idea of me walking them to school, because every once in a while I'll surprise them and I'll go pick them up from school so Azurite can get some more sleep. And I did that on Monday, and they were just like, baby A specifically was like, thank you so much for getting us. Can you do it tomorrow? I'm like, no, I volunteered tomorrow. And she's like, can you just never volunteer? I'm like, girl, no. It's not all about you. But yeah, so, and like they've been wanting to make this huge, massive schedule change. Like it is company-wide, this change. It's not just the specific facility that Azurite works at. It's like a company-wide thing. And apparently they've been wanting to do it for several years. And I'm like, thank God, like I'm here now, because prior to that, he would have had to rely on his mom to get the littles to school, except sometimes she has to go in early in the morning. She works at the same facility, and she's in a supervisor position, right? So like, what, like, she can't leave without having an adult here to take care of the kids. Like they aren't old enough to, really, buddy? They aren't old enough to leave them home alone yet. And like obviously like to get them to school, like we need somebody still. Like they're not at the age where like you'd be like, all right, well, get yourself up and get to school. So it's good timing that I'm here and I can take over that responsibility. It's just going to be a large change in things going forward. And also like Azurite's been going to karate like 3 times a week now. Actually he's just like started this week, and I'm like I'm stressed about the extra load that's gonna put on me, because if he's not there to do like getting the littles for bed and stuff, and then it's just gonna all fall on me. And so like I'm a little bit worried about that, and I've tried to talk about it a bit, but I also don't want to be like, hey, this thing that I know you're enjoying, it's negatively impacting me, which I know like we need to, and like I need to have a conversation so I don't get resentful and stuff, but like sometimes I'm like, oh, it's totally fine, and then other times I get like really stressed out because like the thing is too is like we have never, and I'm sure like I know so many other people have been in this, you know, situation, but we have never been in a relationship together without children, you know. I knew this going into it. Obviously, it's not a surprise. I'm not like, I married him. I was like, what, you have children? Obviously, I knew he had kids from the get-go. But like, we will never get to experience a child-free time. The best that we get is their mom picks them up for the weekend. Which like, some of that stuff could be changing too. Like this weekend, she's out of town. And so we have the littles for extra time, which when Azurite's schedule changes will be better because he won't be working Saturdays and he typically does work Saturdays. So like if we do have them extra, then it'll be better. And again, with him starting later, it'll be better if we do have them. But yeah, it's just like so many changes. And if you know, I struggle with change, hence going back to the beginning of this and how I struggled in 2025 so much with change. With my entire life changing, like I think it's reasonable, but I'm feeling positive about this year. I don't know what 2025 was, which honestly disappointing because like a 5, you know, like 5 is like an honorary even number. Kind of disappointed in 2025 because that's a good number for a year. 2026, I guess. I mean, I did get married in 2025, so like we'll give it that. But 2026, it's going to be a good year. I can tell it's already feeling better because like this time last year, I was like stress packing to get ready for the move because Azurite came up on, I think like the 20th of January to Canada. On the 21st, we got the U-Haul. I got to turn anyway. So the 21st, I think it was, we got the U-Haul. And then we filled it on that day. And then on the 22nd, I'm going. We went and we spent the night at my aunt's because she lives really close to the border. And then on the 23rd, we crossed the border. So like I was packing and getting everything ready to go at this time. I was stressed. I would think... I think I worked maybe a couple more shifts. I think like my last shift was on like the 10th or something of the month. So like, you know, I had that. But yeah, no, it was a really stressful time. And so like I started the year basically, I'm pretty sure we booked the, I'm like 99% sure we booked the U-Haul on December 31st while we were celebrating New Year's together. And then so I started the new year with this is what we're doing. And I'd obviously packed a little bit because we already knew. Oh, come on. But yeah, so like all of 2025 was like chaos from the start. But we did survive. And that is what matters. And 2026 is going to be a good time. It's currently winter. If you can't tell in this, we did really good. We lost $1,000 for that speeding ticket. But like overall, real good. That was great. Thanks for joining me. You know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, it's subscribe. And you know, there's also like that bell button. But like, honestly, if you come here every day, you pretty much always have something. Unless I don't post my shorts. Because we post demo playthroughs on Saturday and Sunday. We post full game playthroughs on Tuesday and Thursday. Monday is reserved for driving maniacally. Or sometimes okay. And then shorts on the other days. But thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.